Hello everyone, it's Gwethon from Gwethon's Games, and I am running the Gundabad Epic, and I'm in the process of trying to find Eskel Bloodthumb. But I'm also over here in Matagard, and I'm going to go and have a quick look at the main area while I'm here, because I've just been teleported here. Now, I've also just gone to level 131, which is fairly big changes. I've upgraded all of my traceries, upgraded the legendary items, and I've moved all of that level 131 gear in. So this is the main hall in Gundabad. This is where you get everything. But to start the missions, you should be getting the missions from these two, but these two don't actually show missions yet. What you actually have to do is come up, talk to Prince Ingor, and they'll give you instructions. How can I participate in missions? It says go and talk to those two that aren't active. Question is, how can I join the clan? It will actually tell you, but that's all well and good, but what you actually have to do is go down here, go to character, and go to allegiances. There's the reward track, by the way, but go to allegiances and choose the allegiance for Nocturne's Folk. That's the ones for Mordor, but you have to go to the next tab, the Zelruka clan, and join that. Now you can actually do the quest with Prince Ingor that gets you access to the missions. So I'm not going to do those, but you have to do the missions, that single mission, which is basically clearing a whole lot of critters out for this entire area, before these two mission givers will activate. So that's the main trick for getting missions in Fate of Gundabad. You can come to here, the mission recruiter, from all of the traditional mission locations, including Trestle Bridge, but you can get to here from places like Thorin's Gate, 21st Hall, and a number of other places. But I just thought I would say that just so that anybody that's trying to find out how do I get missions started in Fate of Gundabad, then that's how you do it. Okay, so I'm actually going to come to here, but what I'm supposed to go to here, but what I'm actually going to do is fast travel to Aslif, and then I'm going to come back. So let's go to Aslif. It's a mithril, and that's fine because I need to discover it. And as I said, I'm level 131. These quests are level 133, so I'm running in the yellow, which is fine at the moment with this Runekeeper. I've just tagged the stable. I want to set the milestone as well. And I will, in actual fact, swift travel back to Imrek Gulthu, yes, which I have tagged previously, and then I'll do the slow ride back. So that's a fairly traditional way of being able to jump off and still have the stable information. So Eskel Bloodthumb's been given a task that through the epic by the Master Crafter, and I'll slow right back to Aslif. which will show you the way to Aslif if you actually want to do it by hand. But while this doesn't take very long, but the character is now upgraded to level 131 gear basically everywhere. Okay, jump off, go and talk to Eskel. Now Eskel says that he's been given the task of getting these gems, but he doesn't really know. He's not a good enough fighter, so he's going to do a little bit of fighting for a couple of seconds, then he's going to drop his axe. So you need to pick up his axe and give it back to him, and he's ashamed. Okay, so we have to find a teacher that's actually willing to train him. Now I'll ride back manually and try to avoid everything that's going through, outrun it if I can, but it should just be around here and up the stairs. But I have to go back to the initial starting area to see if I can find anyone that'll actually train him. Okay, so that will be Eastern Mattergard, Mayagrind. Another swift travel. So he's been given the job by his teacher. He can't do the job because he can't fight for nuts. You have to find someone who's prepared to train him. Now you can go to Prince Ingor and ask, but if you do that, the icon does not change, so you have to go to the others. Okay, little time to spare for the prince. The prince at least does drop the quest information, so go to here, now find someone else. They're all too busy. The master smith says no, and you actually have to, having done that, go back to Prince Ingor again, and he says looking for someone, should find an idle long, talk to Trousey, northeast of this camp. So now at least I've got the plot moved on, and if I look at the map, it's actually just out here. So I'll go and ride to there. So yeah, as I said, I've upgraded to level 131 and picked up a whole lot of gear, and mainly from the Harrowing of Morgul, but there are others. Okay, so he's got there. Now I have to go back and talk to him again. The entrance to Deep Scray again, so I've got to go back to Imlak, whatever it was. I'm assuming that's where I need to go. Yep, same place. Imrak. Yep, there we go. It's all a lot of running around, all just to get you to make sure that you know that the next zone that you're going to is going to be. And I'll slow ride to Aslif again and jump off. Now I'm doing that so I don't have to fight anything on the way. It's just a convenience to get to that location. Now with the I upgraded all of, as I said, I upgraded all of the legacies. I actually did more than just upgrade the legacies. I just built two completely different legendary items. I built a lightning one. Talked to Starly the Hewer at Mayagrind at the Noble Gate. So okay. So his master, he needs to go and talk to Starly because Starly's. And we're just going to go back again, run up the road, yeah, avoid the stalker. And talk to his boss. Okay, so I can dismount now. It's only just out the door to the right. Now he will ask if I want to sign a contract. Yeah. Yeah, how will he find me the Zabadin if he refuses to leave Matagard? Well, yes.
Did you convince my apprentice not to enter Deep's grave?
Yes, I'm not going to sign that contract, so let's tell him no. No. He doesn't. I'm not going to sign a contract with Daily because it's not very good. So okay, so Starley says no. Okay, there's a fair amount of this kind of stuff about the apprentice and the crafter, the craft master. Okay, so now it's going to send me on to Deep's Grey, which is Aslif, which is where I was before. So I'm going to go into Aslif proper this time.
Have you a moment?
And here we go. Now 12 orcs or goblins, which will be done relatively straightforward. I may have to collect a few along the way, but the lower realm, and these others are a little bit difficult to find. I'm actually going to dismount immediately because they're not actually going to attack me, they're going to threaten to. The Drake Whelps will attack me, so I suppose I better start doing some attacking. Now my DPS is around 15k, that's okay. It's still 2 levels above, so having jumped off, I'm actually going to the top because there is a upper extent of the Berg beam, which is what we're on, is one of them, and I just happen to know that it is here. Okay, that's one done. That's good. I've got the top level food and top level resistance, which is nice, as well as I'm able to use the top level warding and battle law, which is good for this character. Okay, so let's actually go where we were supposed to go and follow the road down. Okay, so down we are. Now the second one, the one in the middle, is actually down here, hidden round this corner here. Debris pile. If you know where it is, it's a lot easier. And now the only one we need is the one in the lower extent of the Berg beam. And I will go back up because part of this process is going to get out of this is the discovery location for assault on Durstock. So what you can see is there is a elevator over here. The map. There is an elevator that you need to go to, which takes you to the lower level. I will dismount and I will start taking out these because I need 12 of them. I may as well pick them up along the way. Okay, that's still only one. Because I think there's 2. That's 2. So you can see over here there is an elevator which goes in 2 different directions. It goes 4 different locations. I'll take the book nabber out because the book nabber actually drops a quest which I can just hand in ASLIC, which is pretty easy. It's one of the few things bring the sack to Lawmaster Rooney and ASLIF. Okay, I can do that. But in the meantime, I am going to have to take out that trait whelp. I'm not using AoE at the moment because I don't want to aggro any of the other, not the non-aggroable items. Okay, I can drop this now. It's not going to make a difference. And that should take care of that. But let's go for the next one. Ah, I didn't even manage to get that. One more hit. Okay, another sentry. Probably best to take it out while I'm here. Got to get 12 of them. Okay, and we are at the elevator, which is one of the central themes of Deep's Grave. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to right click on the call box, go to the catwalks, which you can travel to for free. And the catwalks, if you go left, and then go right, you will find the Assault on Durstock discovery location. There's the discovery location for Durstock. I could now go in and do the Assault on Durstock. Okay, now there's a deed confirmed. So if I look that up, Assault on Durstock is now active. Now I will be running the duo level of that to get more gear in the future, because it drops some head gear. It drops some shoulders, ring, and feet gear, which are a reasonably good level. That's when you run it as the duo version, and it's nice. It's a nice daily to get you into, to get you some nice gear. It's not great gear, but it's pretty much as good as going to go. So I'm now going back to the ground floor and going back to the Epic. Okay, so of course there would be something that's sitting there. And let's continue on. Now, where I want to go is up those stairs there, but let's take some things out on the way. Okay, had a bit of lag there for a second. Okay, had to fight the lag monster for a bit. Missed the worm, missed the drake, missed that, and I'll take a warrior on the way. Yep, still looking for those. I'm not going to drop the AoE purely and simply because I don't need to. I don't want to aggro anything else in the process. See if I can avoid the Crusher and the Drake, which I seem to have managed to do, and I will ride up these stairs, because up here is the debris at the lower extent of Berg Beam. Oops, I've got another sentry to take out. You can see the vast majority of my damage is coming from the ceaseless argument and writ of lightning. There it is. There's the debris pile. Okay, so now all I have to do is pick out 2 more goblins, orcs or goblins. I will probably just pick those up on the way back. There'll be respawns of sorts. See if I can avoid some of these, because they're a little bit too far away. But all I need to do now is go back to the elevator, which you can see relatively straightforward. Okay, I'm going to have to do some fighting, I think. Okay, I'll take the Drake out. And I need to find the clicker. There it is. Call button. Go back to middle tier, I think it is. Middle tier. Upper tier. Okay, let's try upper tier. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Oh, actually, I've got to take a couple of goblins out, don't I? So I might as well do that in the way. I've got to take the Drake, it's going to be in the way. But those goblins will have respawned around this area, on this corner. Yeah, there's the book nabber. See if I can avoid the book nabber. This time it wasn't elite. No, I got it. Okay. As you can see, I'm not really doing much except the basics now, having upgraded to level 131 gear and 131 traceries. I'm doing a lot of damage with ceaseless argument and a lot of damage with writ of lightning. And I have one more orc to get, and I'll see if I can get that. Have some coffee, just to move faster. Okay, so the whelp's being taken care of. Let's see if there's going to be something. There's a sentry there. Okay. Okay, bring the rusted dagger and dirty gem to Starlyhue at Maegrin. So that's another ride back.
Durance folk shall endure, as we always have.
Oh, I didn't hand the sack in. Okay, I'll hand the sack in at some other point. Dismount now. Go and talk to Starly. Okay, so yes. Yep, okay, so talk to Duran. Duran says keep going. So you're kind of running two different epics at this point. Okay, investigating, Berg being strong. Okay, so now it's going to send me to Derschlop. Yeah, okay, which is a little goblin area. Okay, so I need to travel back to Aslif. Lots of swift travel. Anyone that isn't a premium or a subscriber, he's going to have a lot of trouble getting around in this area. So I've got to go to Durstock, which is... That's a very good question. Let's see if I can hand that other quest in while I'm here. There it is, Rooney.
Gundabad will be ours
Oh,
once more.
yep, you get some coin for that. That was pretty easy. Okay, so I've got to go to Durstock. Now, I don't think Durstock is that direction. And no, it's not. It's actually the other way. So I think I actually have to go down to the bottom. Not the bottom, but the... down the stairs here. And look to go out this way. Because that, so I'm down the stairs. And now I can head towards Durstock. Now I am going to have to fight things, because that's just the way it works. Okay. Now Durstock is over here, just over here. There's nice views around here, but and this will come in later in the epic. That location, so I'll get out of there. I'm just doing the single hits at this point. Nothing amazing. Even closing. I will actually have my food at this point. And let's go and have a look around. So the first place we need to go to is, I'll take a drink out, is over this side. There's going to be a location that drops items. I don't think you can actually jump up. It's a bit difficult to jump up. We're at that point, but if you read the scattered parchments, then there's going to be something attack you. There we go. That's one. Now there's two more locations. Now you have to go in. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of fighting at this point. I may even have to drop the second runestone. He's taking the tank, so the runestone's acting as a tank, which is nice. I've got something else coming in. Now I'm going to have to fight this reasonably quickly because I don't want to have to fight respawns, but let's see if we can get around. There's the second lot of papers, but there's two soldiers here, so I'm going to have to take both of those on. Okay, put the healings in order. Finally, vivid imagery. Yes, okay, so there's my assorted papers from here. Then I have to keep going through. Now, I'm going to have to fight these, so I may as well come to a decent location to do some fighting. There's the scout. The scout's actually fighting the runestone, which actually I don't mind. Okay, I'll take these two on. Drop my healing one finally. Vivid imagery. And then I'll do a little bit more and then it'll be epic conclusion time. Okay, and we will keep going. They've dropped a net on me, but that's okay. see how many of them there are before we can get through. Again, I have to go all the way through this. There's 3 of them here. I'll take all 3 of them on. Drop all 3 rune stones. Another vivid imagery and an epic conclusion. Okay, self-motivation. And we'll finish this off. Okay, and it will be up here. Drift to pages, so the 3rd lot of pages. I'm going to have to take that sentry on, but I'll get somewhere safe to do it. Okay, that's the 3rd lot. And I get attacked. Run through my list. Okay, bring the readable to Duran Mayagrind. Now I'm actually going to use the milestone at this point. And I think we are now out of time. So I'll go and hand that in. Mayagrind it is. Move on to the next one. Now I am going to level this character to level 132 because the epic starts, the gradient on the epic is a little bit steep, so I'll get to level 132. I'll still be under leveled for the epic, but that should be okay. But hand this in and then we will continue and talk to Trousy. Trousty, and Trousty says Eskil Bloodthumb has been captured by orcs, which is the next part of this. Meet up with Trousy on the north and western side of Berg Beam in Deepsgrey, which I will accept, and I will continue that next time. But thank you everyone for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye all.